Alright, welcome back. Let's see where we left off. Oh, okay, yeah. We got lots of stuff we can go do. Lots of exploration to happen.
Tell me about the drama?
Yeah, but it's long-winded, so I apologize, and there's a light amount of backstory that you have to know. So in the way that we do our staffing, right? Like, we know that we're always going to, like, at a specific time of day, let's just use, for example, the 4-hour block of 3 to 7 p.m., right? 3 p.m., 7 p.m. In that block... Yeah, right. They're just like, hey, my name's Dad. Yeah, so the 4-hour block from 3 to 7. We need 8 call takers, right? We need 4 police dispatchers. And we need 4 fire dispatchers.
Those machines.
And
you can see the corruption coming off them like smoke. Time to clear them out.
We know that we need 5 police dispatchers, right? It is known. This is the way. And so...
Not a move.
I'm sorry, I got my brain. Yeah, so we know that we need
Time to see if the
that many, right? So when we staff it in telestaff, let's say that there's an opening on the call taker side, right? We know that any of the dispatchers in the office, police, fire, whatever, can fill that role, right? Well, if there's a police dispatcher vacancy, we have to fill that with a police dispatcher specialty, right? Because we know that we know that you need a police dispatcher. Right. So the normal staffing for fire the roles are this: Salt Lake City Fire, Sandy City Fire, and then they have their backup channel. And their backup channel is like their channel where, like, let's say they need somebody to call Rocky Mountain Power or Dominion or like one of those agencies that we work with that aren't necessarily public safety. Like it's their job to do that. Similarly, the way that fire operations work is that, let's say that there's a rollover on the freeway, right? We have to send enough units out on the freeway that the fire department wants all of the other regular city traffic to be handled on one specific channel, and the incident channel, and all other traffic to be handled by the backup dispatcher, right? It is known. So when the backup dispatcher becomes effectively a city fire channel, right?
You can stay
They
away.
use that fourth
I have no quarrel
dispatcher
with Nora.
as their
And
backup
I
channel.
have no quarrel with you.
So, like,
What
the
is this
backup
place?
dispatcher listens
These
to
are
both
hunting grounds,
incidents
and I'm the keeper.
and
I offer
makes
the
phone
element trials for
calls,
those who want to join the Hunter's Lodge. Now you
helps
know, so you
do
can be
all of
on
those
your
other
way.
things, right?
Wait,
That's
what
what
if I
that
wanna
fourth
have a go at
person's
one
for.
of these trials?
Then I have to give them to you.
Well, that fourth person, has been
3 to choose from. Go ahead.
going over to the police call taking side because they've been not needed all the time. So they've been taking police calls, right? Whenever they split and something happens and they need another dispatcher, you know, they need that person to go over there, they just have been moving over, taking 10 minutes to move over, and usually by then, like, the other 3 have managed to do everything, right? So it's like been moot. It's like this unnecessary necessary position that whatever. Exactly. So what I have done is
For this trial, shoot the
I have
containers
just
on
so they've
Strider's
reorganized
backs
the
with fire
whole
arrows.
the seating
If you hit
arrangement
them
for the
right, you'll get
dispatching
Quiet Blast.
pods, right? And they've positioned it so that, like, not all the fire dispatchers are sitting together and not all the police dispatchers are sitting together.
Good.
Um,
I'll start
so
timing when you
now-
slide down a rope.
Yeah, so now they, like, can't communicate between each other like they used to, and they can't move quickly or whatever. And so I just started telling, I was like, hey, look, you are a fire dispatcher, you're in fire staffing. When they split, I want you to automatically go... I want you to automatically go into follow-up, and I want you to become like a fire dispatcher, right? Well, the difference is that they're not, like, they don't just randomly...
I'm ready. Gotta be.
The difference is they don't just randomly get to take calls. Like, if they're needed in a call situation, right? Then they, or like if they don't go not ready, then they might get a call, then they might get stuck dispatching. They might get stuck being needed, and they're actually not needed. I don't know. There's like a whole slew of things that I don't think that they've been utilized for. But now that they're sitting so far away, and now that they have a radio in their current seating arrangement, Like, now they can at least have a radio. If they're needed, they can jump onto the radio. If they're not needed, they can jump away from the radio. Like, it's a total of like 7 minutes where you find out if something's working, like if you actually need that extra person or if you don't. Like, it's like 7 to 10 minutes every time they split, right? So I just said, do that. And the fire dispatchers on my half of the week are like, yes, we much prefer it this way because I would rather need them than not have them and not need them than need them and not have them, right? And they've just been sort of suffering for this last little while they have been moving over to the police call-taking side so they can take all calls, right? So now they're at a position where they can take all calls. They're at a position where they can take the radio. They're at a position where they can go not ready without a huge impact to operations. They can just go not ready and function like they're supposed to. So I've been telling them to do it. Well, apparently the other supervisors don't, like Courtney and Leslie, Holly and Alicia, don't feel that way. They think that they shouldn't be going not ready until someone is like, yes, we actually do need them. But I'm like, at that point, like, it's moot. Like, yeah, like, what if they get stuck on a call?
I'm not interested in a trial right now.
Or they get stuck doing something where they need to, you know what I mean? Like, it just, right. Furthermore, we staff them specifically to do this job, to take fire radios. We don't staff them to take phone calls. We staff them to take fire radios. That's very evident in the way that we, staff them. And so I think, so it's like,
Where they're sitting shouldn't change their function.
right, exactly. And so I told them to do that. And I guess today, one of the other fire dispatchers is like, we really don't like that we can't go not ready, and told Courtney, like, one of the other shifts, they do it like this, and wah. And Courtney was like, whoever's doing that, you guys are doing it, whoever's doing it, you're doing it wrong, and you're making my job harder. And so now tomorrow I have to send an email to be like, hey, I just want to have an open discourse about this. Like, this is absolutely me. I'm absolutely doing this. Here are the 5 reasons why I'm doing this. The reason why Courtney and Leslie and the others don't do it that way is because they want to use that extra fire call taker as a police call taker so that they can give everybody more breaks. And I'm like, yeah, I totally get that. The majority of the time, give them more breaks. But their purpose is to take fire radio. Their purpose is not to take police phone calls, right? So if... Where are you going? Oh. Where are you stopping at McDonald's? Which McDonald's are you at? Oh. Yeah, that's why I was asking. Yeah. Yeah, so, Courtney was just, the way that he said it, he was just so shitty about it, and he was like, whoever's doing this, you need to stop doing it, without like, without even wanting to have to disclose it. You know what I mean? And so... Right, exactly. So... So I just am going to send everybody an email and be like, hey, this is my reasoning for doing this. And if you guys can come up with a reason that's like, you know, not, oh, well, because we want to use them to give everybody else more breaks. Or like, convince me otherwise, or maybe we can have an ops manager tell us otherwise. Do you know what I mean? Like, something to be like, hey, this operationally makes sense. Zach is totally right. You know what I mean? Right. And it's like the other thing that I have quickly learned about Courtney and I
Be fascinating if they weren't
is
looking for
that
me.
Courtney's version of supervising is I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that my people do as little work possible. Like, if I have to do more work, I will do more work.
You're good enough to
you know
win
what I
half
mean?
sun on
Like,
your first
if
try.
they have to be on the phone and take calls, I'm going to also be on the phone and I'm going to also take calls.
If you can freeze
To
enough
make sure that
machines and take them down,
they are
I'll
doing the
consider it
least
a
amount of work
pass.
possible. And that's
Good
like
luck with that.
that's what he says
Slide down a
servant
rope
leadership
and we can
is.
get started.
Like, servant leadership is making sure that you're doing enough of their job to make sure that they are happy in the amount of work that they do. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. And so, like, currently, I am, like, I keep getting in these tiny little tiffs about, like, the way that I think operations should be done with a bunch of the different supervisors. Like, for example, Holly. I keep getting in these little fights with Holly about dumb things. And the dumb things literally amount to just making sure that, like, the dispatchers get taken care of. You know? So... like, it's frustrating because the overall, like, I know that I'm right. You know what I mean? Like, I know that...
Not because you refuse to see anyone else's view.
Right. And, like, the reason why the fire dispatchers are complaining about the way that I'm doing things to the other dispatchers
You're welcome.
is because I'm doing things in a way that makes sense and they are not. And so they go to these...
If you can freeze enough machines and take them down, I'll consider it a
Oh,
pass.
you don't mean like they're complaining about you, they're complaining
Wonderful.
Correct.
Now go down a road.
So that's why everybody's getting shitty with me, is because I'm doing things in a way that is making their job more difficult. Because in the end, they're having to explain to their people why they don't want to do things the way that I'm doing them. And most of the time, it's like, oh, it's just a waste of time for you to do that. Like, you don't need to do that because you can be in, like, you're... Most of the time, it's because they say, "Oh, you guys are better off in this all calls role because that's what helps that's what helps staffing overall, right?" Yeah. Right, and it's just, like, super unfortunate that, like, the way that Courtney is deciding to do things, the way that they all, like, function is they're like, oh, it's just a waste of time for you to go not ready. There's no reason for you to go not ready unless there's a working fire. And it's like, you might be right. Right, the point is to be available. The firefighters don't, like, we have to get out of our mind that we don't, like, the problem is that they only see the call volume aspect of their job mitigation, of their resource allocation, right? They're not looking at the fact that, like, they're not looking at all of the details.
If that's what you want. Now pick a rope so I can time you.
The problem is, the problem is that they don't look at they don't look at, like, the entire picture. They just see, like, oh, I need 8 call takers right now. If I have 9, that means that everybody else can go on break. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's like, no. Like, you... I don't know. That's just, anyway. That's just the drama that I've caused. It's the... Like, I've just caused the other supervisors to have contentious shifts because I do things differently that Flora prefers.
Because you do things more effectively.
Right. And that has just caused problems You know what I mean? So, but it's caused problems for the other supervisors because they, I don't know, it's just asinine. It's like, why do they, I don't know. Like, we give them, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, can you hear me? No, that's fine. I like you too. Okay, I will see you when you get home. Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
That didn't work. Try again, if you want. In this trial, you'll need to stun bellowbacks with shock ammo and shoot off the components in their undercarriages. Get going. Good luck with that. Slide down a rope and we can get started. Don't you look smug? Here's your blazing sun.
I'll pass on the trials for now.
Oh, good.
They say she fought beside Boston Bala.
Come on. I don't have many shards, and lives are on the line.
You're right. Mine if I go looking for your friend.
Sounds like you have friends in danger.
Employees, not friends. A caravan on its way to trade with the Banuk, along a trail that swarms with machines. I made sure they were well stocked with explosive arrows, but by the sun, they left them behind.
What sort of machines swarm the caravan's trail?
Scrappers and longlegs, from what I hear. But there have been stories of something worse. Something that strikes with no warning. Without explosive arrows, they won't stand much of a chance.
Why would they leave their best ammunition behind?
I don't know. Marzavid, the caravan boss, isn't the sort of man to make mistakes. I brought the crate hoping to catch them here, and barely got past the border before the commander sealed the gates. But for me to track them deeper into the wilds will be suicide. Especially with those corrupted machines infesting the land.
If I come across the caravan, I'll do what I can to help.
Well, that's more than any of the worthless bums hanging about this dung pit offered. Here, take the ammunition I stockpiled for the caravan. You're sure to need it. And may the sun shine upon you.
A place where the machines are tranquil. How can we be certain the spirits aren't testing us?
Some Karja bastard told me to go back where I came from.
Funny how Karja act all high and mighty.
Productive days and quiet nights.
You beat him once. We'll beat him again.
How's that wrestling arm of yours?
Might regret this. Ah. Hardy little plant. You'll help. I'd have to leave something else behind. Saving these for the trail. You're a question waiting for an answer. No space. Brave arrows in these machines. Must have caused a stampede. The battle took place here. But who won? These machine tracks. lead into the ruins, along with human footprints.
Someone still there?
If I found out more about these machines, I could learn to override them.
Someone still there? 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 Someone still there?
Hunting me.
Safe to come out yet?
Back to your business.
You're that brave who was outcast. What are you doing here?
Your friend Den told me to come find you. Why are you up there?
The Sawtooth ripped our packs from us. Me. Us. Without weapons, this was the best we could manage. Thank you so much for destroying it. Now we can get home. One thing, you won't tell anyone you saw us here, will you?
I didn't. At least, not your friend. Need any help getting down?
We'll go back on our own. don't take this the wrong way, but maybe we shouldn't be seen with you, or they might figure us out.
Grave trail. Should be a cache of dream oil there. No dream willow. Just a few shards. This machine yet. I need to find a way to learn. Might be a cache of dream oil along that grave trail. I can get out of this. Strange. Looks like someone swapped all the dream willow in these caches for shards. There's no dream willow in these caches. Feel want to know.
You're back.
I've already been...
That's strange. Who would have taken the Dream Willow? It's possible that Jun has gathered more. You could ask him, if you're willing to make the journey.
I'll be on my way.
Goodbye.
I'm locked in! Someone! Anyone!
Save this for later.
Please! Is someone there? Please let me out! Oh, Mother be praised. I thought I'd never be freed.
What happened?
A gang of outcasts, that's what. They burst in, stole my dream willow, and left me to die.
A gang of outcasts?
Yes, a gang. The door crashed open. I didn't stand a chance. They grabbed my dream willow and left me for dead.
Why would outcasts steal your dream willow?
Why? Because it's the most valuable herb I gather, of course. Miserable thieves.
They took nothing else?
No. Mark my words. They have struck a deal with outsiders. It's shards they're after, and they'll kill to get it.
Which way did the outcasts go?
Up the mountain, I think. You might catch them if you hurry. Whatever you do, don't let their shabby looks fool you. They'll kill you as soon as look at you. Oh, I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, you could stop talking for a start. The outcasts must... Well, someone left here recently, and they were in a hurry.
Hurry! Help me up!
Look out below!
Hit it again! I'm out of arrows!
The outcasts are taking her, and they're in trouble.
Oh, yeah! Good shot! He heard it! Kill it! Yeah! Kill it! Good shot! She heard. Finish it! Oh, mother be brave! Oh, mother be brave! She heard. Kill it! Yeah! Good! Finish it! Finish! Good shot! Oh, mother be brave!
You have our thanks, if the gratitude of outcasts means anything to you.
It does.
You not only save us, but speak to us.
The matriarchs cast me out at birth. The laws of the Nora don't mean much to me.
And you're that girl whose mother never claimed her. But an outcast no longer.
No. A seeker, in fact. Looking for Dream Willow.
That could be a problem.
Why did you take the Dream Willow?
Because we have wounded. Why else would we take it? Something terrible has happened to the tribe. The Braves offer no protection. The machines are angry, and bandits infest the sacred land and prey upon us. Why else would outcasts break custom and band together, but that we have no choice? Even so, we did not steal. We left shards in the stashes and tried to pay John. But of course he would not speak to us.
What crimes did you and the others commit?
I beat a man who stole my kill. It was my wrong. The others stole, broke custom, or trespassed among the bones of the metal world. No murderers here, if that's what you're asking.
Jun said you roughed him up.
He was too busy cringing to know what happened. The man's a coward. We made sure not to hurt him. He seemed to notice.
There are others who need Dream Willow. You can't have all of it.
You asking or demanding?
Talking. One person to another.
I see. Perhaps we have more than we need. After everything that happened, we were afraid. We took all we could find. Here, I'll keep a portion, but the rest... may it find its way to those who need it.
I'll see that it does. In the meantime, stay safe. And stick together. quick way down. Here's the Dream Willow. Take it to Fia and Mother's Rise. There are wounded braves there who need it badly.
I will. But what became of the outcasts? Did those wretches pay for their crimes? Ganging up together, speaking to each other, and to us. I hope you showed them no mercy.
You don't know who I am, do you?
Should I?
I was raised as an outcast in the mountains above Mother's Heart.
The motherless girl. If I'd known, I never would have spoken to you.
It's funny how you hate outcasts so much, Jen. Living out here all alone, you're practically one yourself.
I happily keep my own company.
Good for you, since I don't exactly see anyone beating down the door to spend time with you. Except outcasts in need of Dream Willow, that is. I'm done here. Make sure that Fia gets that Dream Willow, or I'll be back. Can't carry more. Scrabbling a bit. Got one.
She fought beside Bast and Vala.
Some things are beyond our ken. I'll know better next time. I found your friends, you know where. They'll be back shortly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a relief. You won't tell anyone, will you?
Relax. The matriarchs are up singing the Hymn of Atonement. I think you're safe.
You're right. The hymn atones for all of us. Thank you.
That's not what I meant, but okay. tell all the tracks apart. But this was tame. And a boar. It's not marked. Wonder what killed it. Froth around the mouth. Something to eat. Something's hot in its throat. Let's see here. That would be Tame's ring.
How did you fare on the hunt?
I've brought you the boar skins and your lucky ring, Tame.
All Mother be praised.
And you, of course. Where did you find it?
Halfway down a boar's gullet. Not so lucky for the boar.
I think I'll wear it around my neck from now on.
This'll last. It looks like Lubavad's men had to abandon some of their goods. Lubavad's men must have killed these Watchers. I hope they haven't run into anything worse.
You there!
Lubavad sent me after you.
Oh, I see. And did he happen to tell you why he packed us a crate of Ridgewood instead of decent ammunition? 3 waves of Watchers and Scrappers so far. And worse to come. Without that ammo, we're good as dead.
Ridgewood?
Lubavad didn't say anything about Ridgewood. He said you left the ammunition behind.
Then the old fool has gone cross-eyed. Every crate we loaded, I checked twice. The glyph said ammunition, but when we opened it, it was full of Ridgewood shafts and nothing but.
I have the ammunition with me. Enough for everyone.
By the sun. We might just stand a chance after all.
Alarms! Longleg approaching!
To arms! To arms! Watcher!
You fight well, Outlander. I'm surprised Lubavad was willing to pay for someone of your skill.
He didn't pay me, actually. I did this for free.
Never trust the Karja merchant.
Boss! The Songcores are gone!
What? That's impossible. Unless Doreed took them. When the first wave hit us, one of the men ran off. Doreed. I thought he was a coward. Turns out he's a thief, too.
He couldn't have gotten far.
True, but we're in no shape to go after him.
Then I'll get him for you. But this time, I get paid.
Quick learner, eh? Fine. Bring those Songcores back and you've got a deal.
Some signals setting off an alert. Hello, Doreed.
Who are you?
The caravan sent me.
Caravan? What caravan?
The one you sabotaged. You figured no explosive arrows meant no survivors, no witnesses to your crime.
Look, stranger, I have debts. If I don't pay, the Dicers will gouge out my eyes. Caravan. Did they live?
Yes. I got to them in time.
Thank you.
What a waste. At least he died better than he lived.
You're back. And with...
A, stalker got him. It wasn't pretty.
And you beat a stalker. That's worth a bonus. Here, take my share. You've earned it. I'll see to the caravan from here. I think the rest of the trip will go smoother.